Play Club.
Hey everyone, I'm Cappy, and those are my twins, Leo and Ella. Welcome to Clean Play Club. It's kind of like story time with a recipe.
Yeah, the kitchen is so much fun. Remember to always be safe and listen to an adult.
She's right. Today's recipe is Miss V's Snickerdoodle cookie bars. This is a recipe we made for Ella's first grade teacher. She had a special request for a dessert or bar recipe with no nuts.
Yeah, I brought her a sample to try. Brought my teacher a sample too.
Yes, Leo and Ella both brought their teachers a sample, and we also made this pumpkin spice flavor. So if you want to do that, you could just reduce the cinnamon a little bit and add ground pumpkin spice to the mixture that goes on top. We actually made a note of it in the recipe for you all.
We cut them into mini squares, but you can cut them into any shape you like.
Yes, we cut these into 1-inch size squares, which were just the right size for a little sample. All right, everybody, before we get started, if you want to see this recipe, go to the episode notes on your device, and we will also put it on our social media at Clean Play Club Pod. And if you're following along in the kitchen, take your time and hit pause whenever you need to.
Now for the ingredients. This is a good time for measuring cups and spoons.
This recipe will make about 24 regular size squares or bars, or about 60 1-inch size cubes, which is our preference.
It could make 60.
Yeah, this makes 60 1-inch squares, which is perfect if you're feeding a crowd and you just want everybody to have a little sample.
It's like when you have 60 people come over.
That's right. If you have 60 people come over, everybody
can all try it.
Yeah, everybody could have a little square. 2.5 cups all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a half teaspoon of kosher salt, 1 teaspoon of cream of tartar.
Why do we add cream of tartar?
So that's a good question, Ella. For our purposes, cream of tartar will help give these bars a little bit of a chew and also a little tanginess. Makes it really delicious. Next, 1 cup of unsalted butter at room temperature, 1.5 cups of granulated sugar, and you're going to want to set aside a 1/4 cup to put on top, a 1/2 cup of packed light brown sugar, 2 large eggs, also at room temperature.
I can tell you how to make them room temperature.
How do you make eggs at room temperature, Ella?
You put an egg in hot water for a little, and then if you take it out, and it will be at room temperature.
That's right. This is a tip we learned the other day from a New York Times editor, Vaughn Vreeland. Vaughn has a new cookie book, and he gave us a great tip that if you don't take your eggs out of the refrigerator ahead of time to get them to room temperature, you simply put them in some really hot tap water, not scalding hot, but really hot. And then after maybe 5 or 10 minutes, it lowers that cold temperature of the eggs and makes some room temperature.
I have someone in my class named Vaughn.
Yes, you do. All right, next, 1.5 teaspoons vanilla extract and 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. And remember, if you're making these pumpkin spice flavor, you're going to want to reduce this to 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon and then add 1 teaspoon of pumpkin spice if you want.
And now for the directions.
Adults, we trust you will use your best judgment when it comes to kids using cooking equipment and appliances. And again, if you're following along in the kitchen, just hit pause whenever you need to.
But first, always wash your hands before cooking.
There are about 7 steps in this recipe, but at the end of the day, it's a traditional cookie recipe. Number 1, preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Coat a 9x13-inch baking pan with cooking spray and line the bottom with parchment paper, leaving a slight overhang on the long sides. Number 2, in a large bowl, whisk together the flour, baking powder, salt, and cream of tartar. Number 3, in a separate large mixing bowl or the bowl of a stand mixer, beat the butter, a cup and 1/4 of granulated sugar, and the brown sugar on medium speed until it is light and fluffy, just for about 2 to 3 minutes. You're going to want to beat in the eggs and vanilla, mixing well and scraping down the sides of the bowl as you need to. Hey Ella, any tips for cracking eggs for everybody?
I put a napkin under the egg and then I crack it, and then I see like a little oval shape that has like cracks in it. I put my thumb there and then I like break it open.
Ella has a lot of practice with cracking eggs, but the more you practice, the better you will be at cracking eggs. Number 4, reduce the mixer speed to low and beat in the flour mixture in 3 batches, turning the mixer off as you add each batch. Mix until just combined after each addition. No need to overmix.
Why should we not overmix?
So overmixing can change the texture a little bit and make it more cakey rather than a fluffy and chewy cookie. So you want to just mix it till the flour is just combined into that dough. Number 5, transfer the dough to the prepared baking pan and spread it gently in an even layer. You can use a small offset spatula, a knife, or just gently pat it down using a sheet of parchment paper. You're going to want to be a little patient with this part, and as you start to spread it, you'll get the hang of it. Number 6, in a small bowl, stir together the remaining 1/4 cup of granulated sugar and cinnamon.
And pumpkin spice if you're using it.
Right, you're going to want to add that here. Sprinkle the cinnamon sugar mixture evenly over the top of the dough. You may not need to use it all, just a heads up, but you can.
If you don't like pumpkin spice, you don't have to add it.
Right, you could just make these plain Snickerdoodle cookies. And number 7, place the pan in a preheated oven and bake until the bars are light golden brown and the center is puffed up just a little bit. Takes about 22 to 25 minutes depending on your oven, but you're not going to want to over bake these. Check it closer to the 21 or 22 minute mark, and then you're going to let these cool completely in the pan and then remove them from the pan using that parchment paper overhang, and then slice them into the squares or bars, or like us, the 1-inch size cubes.
Can you add chocolate chips to this recipe?
I don't see why not. You could probably add chocolate chips right after you add the flour and everything, like you would add chocolate chips to a normal chocolate chip cookie dough recipe. You can add chocolate chips. We could try that.
Maybe we could try that next time.
Let's do it.
That's it. Kitchen is closed.
And we know with kids, the kitchen is never really closed.
Daddy, can I have a snack? Daddy, I'm hungry.
And that's why we have more episodes sharing easy and delicious recipes from some of our good friends who also happen to be great cooks. If anyone listening has a favorite recipe you love to cook at home, have an adult send us a DM on Instagram at Clean Plate Club Pod. We'll share that info in the episode notes. We hope you love listening to this recipe. Let us know if you make these in your own kitchen. Take a pic and tag it with hashtag Clean Plate Club Pod. Give it 1 or 2 thumbs up, and hopefully not 1 or 2 thumbs down. Thank you for listening to Clean Plate Club. As always,
just try a bite. You don't have to like it. Just try it.
Please cook responsibly. Any ingredient, advice, suggestion, or comments are solely those of Clean Plate Club. Please consult your medical professional if you have a specific nutrition or dietary related question. Clean Plate Club is a production of Beyond the Plate.
Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to this podcast.